Hey everybody, this is Miss Florida Hot Picks here giving you guys another Pick 3 video. And today I want to share with you Pick 3 Mississippi. Y'all, we are on a roll. I hope you're enjoying all of the latest Pick 3 workouts. Trying to get more specific here, especially for same day and even next day hits. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the workout videos. With that said, we're going to go ahead and start moving with the example from March 3rd evening. Mississippi had a hit of 926. Okay. And so what I've done is I've locked it into the 317 rundown. Now, if you're new, maybe you don't know how to put together the rundown, it's very simple. Once you lock in your last hit, you're going to add each of these numbers down the columns. Okay. So for the first column, you would add 3 all the way down. So 3 plus 9 is 12. For your 2-digit numbers, only use your ones, place your 2. Okay. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Just use your 1. Okay. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. Just use the 0. 0 plus 3 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. And 6 plus 3 is 9. You know that you did it right. The number you start with will be the number you end with. Okay. And then you would add 1 all the way down the second column, 7 all the way down the third column. All right. So, with that said, I want you guys to pay attention to a couple of things. You notice how maybe you'll see some hits formed around the date sum number, right? Either the date sum number for that day or the date sum number for the next day. And then sometimes the state will switch things all around and they'll go to a day number. Well, Mississippi, I want to share with you what they might be doing and how you may want to look at your rundowns. Okay. So, the first thing you want to do is you want to look at the draw. Each draw that you use, you want to look at the draw to see if they're using the date sum first for that day. This is what I mean. Let's take March 3rd. This was an evening draw. Okay. March 3rd would be, if we get the date sum, we would add what? 3 plus 3. Very simple. Our date sum would be 6. Okay. 6, that would be the date sum number. Okay. Now, how you check to see if this is a possibility to even use the date sum number, because they may use a different number, different key number, Mississippi and other states. I hope you're listening. I hope you're paying attention to this. Look at your left side for Mississippi for right now. If you notice the date sum or its mirror in a double or mirror form, you may want to pay attention to the date sum number. Okay, so we have a date sum of 6. What do we see? We see 6. Let's go to the 6. Date sum of 6. We see its mirror 1. 6 and 1, same number, just opposite. It's almost like saying a 6 6 or 1 1, but it's a mirror of that number. Okay, make sure you newbies check out the mirror numbers. I know you hear some people say don't believe in them. Well, I have to think again. So the mirrors are like this. 0 could be a 5, 5 could be a 0, 1 could be a 6, 6 could be a 1, 2 can be a 7, 7 could be a 2, 3 can be an 8, 8 can be a 3, 4 can be a 9, and a 9 can be a 4. In this case, we see the date sum of 6 right next to its mirror. Okay, and it happens to be a what? On the left side. Now they could switch sides, Mississippi. So what do? You're looking for either the date sum number for the day of the hit or the day number. We'll get to that in a second. But for right now, we're working on what? The date sum. I know you're like, but Miss Florida, you're supposed to look for the date sum for the next day. That's another trick. Sometimes, depending on the patterns of the state. Right now, you gotta work with what you have. Okay. So if you're seeing patterns using the date sum number for that day that the hit came out, that could give you the hit for the next day. I know, I know. Just hold on. So we have 6 and 1. Most important things is linked up with its mirror or its double. Okay. All right. So now the next thing that you want to do is I've noticed just something I noticed, that the pairs next to the 6, okay, next to the date sum number, the pairs are hot and the number on top is hot. And sometimes they can switch around and use different numbers. So for right now, the hot pair that's next to the 6 is what? 1, 9. Write that down. It's a hot pair. Okay. Now, what I like about this, it's almost like a L7. It's really crazy, but I see Mississippi get some hits off of this particular pattern shape. So be careful, Mississippi. So what sits on top that's going to give us a particular shape? 913. So I would write that down. 913, 193, however you want to write that down. Okay. Now, could there be more numbers forming against? Of course, pay attention. They may have a throw off. Okay. I would also look at the mirror. Okay. So let's look at the mirror 1. What's there? 6, 4 is a pair. What's over that 1? 8. Okay. 8, 6, 4, 319, or 913, however you want to utilize that. Well, guess what hit the next day? 139. Let's see. Look at this. Look at that. Y'all have been seeing those patterns a lot, haven't you? What's your key number? Here, it happened to be the date sum number. You got to figure that out before you proceed. That's the thing. You have to figure out, because it may be a different number. Okay? Then just because it's the date sum, they may not do that. That's how they're switching. But see what the left side is showing you. If they match up, that's when you may want to use this pattern. Mm, mm. Mississippi done taught me something. Okay. Well, we got something else for you, because you know how it is. Oh, Miss Florida, they switched up. They're not using the date sum number. What happened? Let me show you. March 4th, midday. Okay, so now we're March 4th now. March 4th, midday. The first thing we need to do is pay attention to our left side. We have a 4-9 and a 9-4. Well, let's test two things. Let's test the date number, and let's test the date sum. So we're going to test the date sum, forgive me, the date number. It's been a long night. So March 4th, if we wanted to do the date sum, we would add what? 3 plus 4 is 7. That would be the date sum. So let's check it right now. 4 and 9, is that a 7 or a 2, or a 7 and 7, or a 2 and 2? Nope, it's 4 and 9. Now let's go to the next check. The day number. Bam. 4-9. Yay. 9-4. Bing, 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 bing. Okay. I know. I'm just trying to drive it home, because this is how some states may be doing this. I didn't know this. I didn't get it, but I tell you, I've been studying these states like nobody's business. Okay. So we are going to go by the day number. Okay. We're going to use the same pattern structure. We're going to look to see what's in front of the 4. We have a 9-5 pair that's hot. And then we're going to go up over the 4. So that's 195. 195. We're going to go by its mirror, 9. Always do that. So we have a 40 in front of there, 6. Okay. So just with these two numbers, and again, they can decide where they want to do with the third number, or they may switch things around totally. So just keep your eye on it. Okay. Guess what hit? Uh-oh. Yep. March 5th mid, 915. It hit the next day. 915. Bam. Where is it at here? There we go. Same pattern structure. Look at the digits. This is how you got to go back and study. 4, 4. 6, date sum 6. The reason why I'm telling you to do the mirrors, if you don't want to, don't. You don't want to do that, that's fine. But if they start tripping, you know why. So I'm just showing you how to do it with the mirrors. You choose. And again, it may not work for every rundown, and you may not see this every day. Why? Because you want to take those tests. First, look at your date sum. Does it match on the left side? If yes, move on with that. If no, the date sums don't match, try your date. If they don't match, move on. Check your midday and your evening. We're looking to get hits for what? The next day. And you got to use the date sum for that day or the day number for that day. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully I didn't confuse anybody. And if they decide to change and use next date numbers, look for that. Then you'll know to study for that. Another thing, too, you guys had the 888. Look where your 888 was. Right here. Your 888 was right there. And look at the pattern structure. Patterns don't lie, guys. Now, they perfect. Will it be perfect? No, just keep studying. Don't just go spend the money. Play on paper. Get comfortable. If you continue to see things and if they switch up how they're doing things, at least you'll have an idea of what you might want to look for. All right. I have fun with this. I have fun. I'm having a good time. Y'all having a good time with me? Y'all having a good time with Miss Flora? I'm having a good time. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions. If you do, leave them in the comments, and I will see you guys on the next video.